August 8th, 2023, journal entry number 12. A little known fact about myself: random people always come up to me in public and always talk to me. I don't know why, and most of the time it drives me crazy since I'm trying to get to point B from point A, etc., etc. So many years ago, during the springtime, I had gotten into this dumb fight with this random girl on Facebook. I didn't actually know her, but we were on each other's friends lists, blah blah. She put this picture up of, how do I explain it? Um, she like she glued ladybugs to a cardboard box for some art class. Dead ladybugs. This girl had this caption on the picture that read something like, "This represents women's suffrage. There's no equality," and then stuff, something like that. Also, she wrote, "You should feel depressed because women aren't treated right," and whatever else. All truthful statements, but I commented on her pic. I was like, yo, from one artist to another, why are you telling people how to feel about your piece? I mean, it's one thing to label your work, like give it a title, but you shouldn't tell people how they should feel while looking at your work. That's like being a dictator. You're a dictator artist. That's just dumb. You don't do that. This girl then flips on me. She's like, "Who do you think you are? You don't know anything about art." Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, ha! I've been in various art shows across Long Island. I have numerous trophies and awards for my artwork. I think I know art. I then proceeded to flip on her. But I don't think I used profanity this time around to make my point. Like, I think I honestly just used big words to see how dumb she really was. Example. These word tactics can be like calling someone an asinine bigot. And 9 times out of 10, they have no clue what you just called them. All they heard was ass. Asinine bigot. It's just dumb idiots. It's sad. We continued to fight, this girl and I, via her comment section on that pic she posted. And at one point, I looked back at my life and was like, yo, this is just stupid. So I blocked her, defriended her, all that jazz. A week later, this crazy chick's boyfriend messages me, and he's like, yo, dude, you gotta watch yourself with the way you talk to people. Clearly, you're a chauvinistic pig. You don't give a poop about women. Legit, I'm dying of laughter at how cracked out these two repugnant individuals are. So I'm looking at his profile pic, and I click into it, and he looked so darn familiar. Like I knew him from somewhere, and I couldn't place it. The memory eventually came to me. Turns out that he was a lifeguard at Gilgo Beach who made sure to yell at me and my friends at one point because we were hanging out between Gilgo and West Gilgo. And West Gilgo is private, and he lives in West Gilgo. So we're like, dude, we walked a mile west from Gilgo and stopped in between Gilgo and West Gilgo. Calm yourself. He was so pitted and was like, fine. He's wearing his drug rug, his Baja hoodie. He's got the sunscreen on his nose, and I remembered his douche face from the summer before. He randomly messages me to sort of defend his idiot girlfriend that following spring. So, of course, I blocked, defriended that kid as well. Months go by, it wasn't a problem, and I was just pissed off because I'm a really talented artist. I get told that all the time. So for people to say that I don't know art, it's just stupid. Of course I can always improve myself. There's no such thing as perfection. But people tell me how talented I am, so that's what I'm just basing this off of. What's that quote from Workaholics? Something like, you don't like me? That's fine, I get it, but you're wrong and I hate you. Thank you, Adam, for that gem. So, the beginning of July comes by, and I can't speak right now. Beginning of July comes by, and I and 2 friends, there we go to the city to celebrate one of their birthdays. We're in Hell's Kitchen on 9th Avenue at this cafe called Market, R.I.P. Market Cafe. You served us well, and you shall always be remembered. After Market, the 3 of us are walking north on 9th Ave to get to, I want to say 55th Street, to then go east to the Nintendo store across town in Rockefeller Plaza. So we're walking, and there was this greeter in front of this Italian joint on 9th Ave. She stares me down, gets out from behind her podium, stops us, and she says to me all happily, "Oh my god, I had a fight with you on Facebook." Bro. I looked at her so quizzically and was like, okay, what did we fight about? Totally didn't recognize that girl. Like I said, I didn't really know this crazy art girl outside of Facebook. And here the two friends of mine are just standing there soaking everything in. So she grins at me and says, "Oh, I put up some picture of some artwork of mine and we had an argument about how I presented it." So my eyes widened, thinking that this effing crazy butt witch is now going to stab me to death in broad daylight in Hell's Kitchen on 9th Avenue. So I said, "Oh, you're that girl." Eye roll. "So, how's art going for ya?" I honestly didn't care, but I didn't want her to stab me because she was crazy and nameless. Still don't know her name all these years later. So she replies, "Oh, it's going good, I think." Uh-huh. I eye rolled again. "Listen, just wanted to tell you your boyfriend tried to threaten my life months ago, but he's an idiot. And I actually know him as that douche-faced lifeguard at Gilgo who lives in West Gilgo. So, yeah, be careful with him." I was very polite, very sincere. She's like, "Yeah, I know. He told me he got in contact with you. I didn't ask him to. He just did that." I was like, "Yeah, it's cool and all that he's defending you, but he's nuts. And you were both wrong. So, like, good luck with life." She had a big grin on her face and says, "Okay, thank you." The girl goes back to her podium, and then the two friends of mine and I walk quickly away from her. We stop at the next corner, and I'm just totally in disbelief. So the taller friend looks at me and says, "Dude, bro, that really just happened. I thought you, like, make these stories up about people stopping you in the streets all the time to talk to you randomly." And I'm like, "No! These things actually happen. People literally come up to me to talk to me about something all the time. Doesn't matter where we are in public. People will stop me to talk to me about anything." The other friend was like, "I'm glad we saw that because I honestly never believed those stories." I laughed. Why would I make up stories like that? For my health? And here you are firsthand seeing some random person stop me in public to talk. So that's a good thing. The three of us shared a laugh, kept talking about it as our city adventure continued, and had fun at the Nintendo store at Rockefeller Plaza and the Disney store and this big chain toy store in Times Square. Moral of the story: if you want to fight with me verbally, you're not going to win. I mean, good luck and all, but yeah, true story. Seriously though, can you even believe that? And like, I even had witnesses to see that nonsense. I still can't believe how nuts those two were. I remember when I first told Nick, we were sitting on his bed, playing video games, recapping what's gone on since the last time we chilled, and I told him the story. Because it was too good of a story to simply not share face to face. And he couldn't believe what happened in the city. He knew about the Facebook fight and thought I was right 100% in my defense. But like I said, there was a gap in months between the Facebook fight with both the girl and the guy, and then the random run-in in Hell's Kitchen. I was catching Nick up on City Stories. Perhaps I should have started with that statement. Of course, there's been plenty of other random run-ins in the city, on Long Island, in New Jersey, in Pennsylvania, in Florida, many, many places. Many random run-ins. But I'm pretty sure that Hell's Kitchen run-in was my favorite simply because of the hell I had to endure from that idiot and her idiot lifeguard boyfriend. If I had to choose between dying and letting that douche face revive me on the beach, I'd choose death. I would never want him to have the satisfaction in knowing that he saved my life. I refuse to reward bad behavior. Don't be a dictator artist, kids. Just because I painted a picture in various shades of blue doesn't mean I'm depressed. I might actually just love the color blue and wanted that effing tree to be blue and that mountain to be another shade of blue. So F you and your douchey douche face. That old saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words, it's true. What I feel while looking at some art piece might not be the same thing you feel. And that's a good thing. We're supposed to be different. We're supposed to have different opinions. As long as everyone is safe and secure, what harm could possibly come from a blue tree on canvas? Haikus. 276, a familiar scent. The memories all flood back. Man, I miss Otto. 277, it's ridiculous. 3 friends laugh their big butts off. How hilarious. 278, party hard all night. Break out all the sleeping bags. 14 to a room. 279, been in love 5 times. 4 were just platonic ones. 1 was a romance. 280. Ice cream or ice pops? Do I want milk or water? Depends on the day. 281. Money solves all things. Porn actors are the greatest. Fully confident. 282. For the love of glob. Am I learning Korean? Thank you, Marina Corn. 283. I lost my spot. This is fascinating. Blurry eyes. 283. It's good to meet you, Travis, the awkward boyfriend. The fields of clover. 284. Never say never. Kind of cancels itself out. Do not say never. 285. Princess of hot dog. Princesses all over ooh. Princess of muscles. 286. All of the wrestling. Eskimo kiss finales. A very strong bond. 287. Ethereal love. It can kill you or bring hope. It kills you always. 288. Sometimes it's quite hard, a difficult reflection. You don't like what's seen. 289. Girl says she's a boy. Enlists army to fight. Enlists army to fight. Enlists in army to fight. There we go. I've forgotten in. We fixed that. Enlists in army to fight. Okay, savior of China. There we go. 290. Palace versus dirt, orphaned Arabian boy. Only 3 wishes. 291. A magic cursed prince, a beauty and singing things. It's Stockholm syndrome. 292. Mermaids in the sea. Do legs really help you out? Wishing to be free. 293. An alien dog. Ohana means family. Hula dancing school. 294. Death from explosion. A distraught hero brother. Inflatable nurse. 295. Long flowing blonde hair trapped up in a stone tower. Adventure with lights. 296. 2 royal sisters. Must beware the frozen heart. Snowman dreams summer. 297. For what reasoning? I collect names and stories. Is the Brogan deep? 298. Who the F asked you? Let me climb on a ladder. Nope. No one here. Which? 299. Chicken parmesan. Some eggplant rotini. Need raviolis. 300. Masked superheroes. Masked or unmasked. Save the day. Long live the saviors.